Oh, there we go. I think he's on.
Hey, guys.
Hey, brother.
Hey, champ.
Let's
Hello.
go. We just. Oh, there we go. I think he's on.
Hey, guys.
Hey, brother.
Hey, champ. Let's go, champ.
Go, champ.
All right.
So, welcome everyone. Welcome to our spaces. Obviously, we're here for Fight Legends, and we're here to introduce Shannon along with our project. And maybe Will, you can start us off, mate, as the CEO, and let everyone know what we're doing here today.
I think the host can do that. No, look, we're here to, I guess, officially welcome Shannon to the project, to the team, to the game, to our cause. Give everyone a chance to hammer us with some questions, whether that's Shannon, me, the devs, anyone on the team, you guys. Just a bit of a hangout. I just want anyone who's in here, please feel welcome to put your hand up and have a chat, ask anything, say anything, share what you're up to. It's about a bit of a collaborative spaces, and yeah, let's go. It's very early morning for me, so my brain's still waking up. Let's go.
I feel your pain, mate. It's 10 a.m. here too. But I tell you what, why don't I start off then, Shannon, mate? What got you interested in crypto? First of all, I mean, everyone sort of comes across it randomly. When did you come across it, mate?
I want to say about with you, and unfortunately, I thought he was crazy. You know, it might have been about 15 years ago, and I thought he was crazy. And here we are today, and look where we are. I think most countries and a lot of countries are looking at it, and it's just something that is the future for sure. So I wish I had been more adamant about it when I was younger, but I wasn't. But I was aware of it, and I dabbled on and off for years. And then a few years ago, I was training and working with a guy named Logan Paul. You guys may know him, an influencer YouTuber, and his brother Jake Paul. And they were into it early, the NFTs and just listening to them and being around them and hearing other people talk about it. I was fortunate to get info and intel, so I began being curious, and here I am today, and lucky to be meeting you guys and hoping to this Fight Legend thing to take off and see where it ends up.
Well, that's the really exciting thing about this, isn't it? I mean, I believe this is the very first game where you can actually purchase NFTs to play your favorite fighters. I mean, that for me is just unbelievable.
Amazing, I love it. It's something that I think that everyone's going to catch on to, and I think this is going to be huge. So I'm happy and glad to be working with the project, and I appreciate you guys.
Well, thank you so much, brother. I can guarantee you we're so happy to have you too, man. And it's just that time, isn't it, where everyone's just starting to learn about these things. And trust me, I believe you're still early, brother. So don't worry about knowing about it too long ago. I think you're still pretty early in this game. So, what else have you got going on lately, brother?
Well, what am I not doing? I've been working closely with Triller. I'm actually working on a deal right now with. I'm not sure you're familiar with who Triller is, but they're an app. They do fights and concerts. I'm working very closely with them, as well as keeping my options open. I'm working with a few other big name companies that I don't really want to speak on right now, but a few game companies, prediction game companies. So working with them and just staying busy, champ. I'm looking to fight hopefully in May or June. I'm looking to fight again. I'm gonna have a fight hopefully, and I'm just staying busy, champ. And of course, NFTs and crypto, man. The crypto world is just something that we've all dived into and really just giving so much opportunity to those who never could amass, a good fortune. Now they can do crypto.
Well, not only that, I think it's awesome for sports, mate, because you hear these days everyone chats about the fighter's not getting paid enough and all those sorts of things. I believe this is going to bridge the gap eventually where the consumer and the customer can actually give their money to the fighter themselves, and that's beautiful.
Yep, I agree. I agree. I totally agree. Giving fighters opportunity now to make money, in a new way.
Fantastic. Well, Sean, you got a question for the champ, mate?
Well, absolutely. Let's see. We've got a couple people I've invited up here. We got Metaguardian, Samich, and Aganor. Feel free to raise your hand, unmute, and ask any questions of the champ that you'd like.
Yes, thank you so much for the opportunity, champ. I'm super hyped about this NFT release and it'll be amazing. Just wanted to say that it's an amazing project and I'm super hyped about it. I'll obviously participate in it. And yes, all the best.
Thank you, Aganor. I appreciate you, man. I think this is a great project as well. And I think that, again, I appreciate you guys having me a part of it, man. I think it's going to be something that takes over the world.
Anyone else got a question for the channel?
Yeah, this is about how you doing, champ, man. Let's go, champ. I love to see you on the beef with what's his name, man? I completely forgot his name. Rampage Jackson. Yeah, man. It's one of the funniest things, man. Yeah. But is it a thing where it's just like both of you are kind of playing at it, both of you are funny, so you play at it, or is it a serious beef between you guys?
No, I think it's as serious as, we both, he's a legend and, I'm a guy with a history of the sport in my field, I've had some big fights and fought some big names. And I think it's great I think the banter is great for the fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't dislike the guy. I think he can't beat me. I know he can't beat me. So, he thinks different. He thinks he can beat me. So obviously, we disagree on that. So that's to say it's going to be some sparks when we fight, champ. I'm knocking him out cold.
Oh man, I'd love to see that. And another side note, I was the winner of the last NFT giveaway, but I haven't received any messages or anything like that. I was wondering, who do I contact for that?
Well, that's a question for us, brother, not Shannon, but that's okay. We'll definitely contact you, Sean, if you can send our brother here a DM, and we'll get that sorted out for you, mate.
Sure,
absolutely. I'll track you down. Thank you.
And I think we've got actually, Shannon, you might have a question for someone in the room, brother. We've actually got our game developer in the room, I believe. Maybe we can get him up to have a little chat to you. Wait, are you? How excited are you to start working with game dev and creating your own character?
I'm super excited, man. I know I'm looking forward to when we launch it and the downloads that we're going to receive. I'm excited. A lot of people have interest in one my character. I can't wait. I'm super excited. I want to see how my character is. I have no flaws. We want him to be just like the champ, flawless.
And what about special moves, champ? What do we got for a special move?
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a special move called the cannon punch. The cannon. When I go into the cannon mode, that's when the hands start really flying.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Do we have Will? Do we have Dizzy on, mate?
Yep. He's on. I think you need to invite him, or he needs to stick his hand up. I'm not sure. He's currently a listener. It's just there.
Because I believe this will be our first interaction between. Oh no, we've got Ross obviously, but Shannon coming into the game like from very start, he'll be putting in all of his input into the character.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of great content we can make around that as well. Bringing Shannon and Bob and Ross and other fighters in to define their character and help us. Like all our characters are exaggerated, right? They're all characterized. They're all fantasy, but it's important that we capture the real spirit and the key techniques of real characters and feed that into their fighter. just Disley, if you're on your computer, you won't be able to speak. That Twitter Spaces needs you on your phone to be able to put your hand up and speak. So I'm not sure if that's...
No, the report is that Disley's taking care of a wee little one, but I told him he needs to jump on still if he can.
Yeah.
Feel free. Baby garbles are totally acceptable in the Fight Legends. We accept all ages here.
Yeah, and we can also wait. Good work, Papa Disley.
Yes.
That's great.
We've got about another 15 minutes with the champ. So if anyone else has got a question, make sure to raise your hand. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a question for Shannon.
Perfect.
Yes, champ. What's up,
cool. Champ? Yeah, man. So you mentioned Jake and Logan Paul before, and I'm just wondering, like, what's your relationship like with them, and maybe, you know, can they come into the game as well, maybe? Because I'm sure a lot of people would either like to fight as them or fight against them. So yeah, tell us a bit about Jake and Logan Paul.
Oh, I can't speak for those guys, but you know, I can speak for myself and say I'm really excited. Those guys are doing really good. As you can see in boxing, they made a lot of money. So who knows what's next for those guys? But I'm excited, man. I just want to make sure my character is flawless, man. That he's on point. So we don't have no discrepancies with the developer. You hear me, champ?
Got it.
He'll be a power puncher, but with...
He needs to jump on still if he can.
Yeah.
Feel free. Baby garbles are totally acceptable in the Fight Legends. We accept all ages here.
Yeah, and we can also wait. Good work, Papa Disley.
Yes.
That's great.
We've got about another 15 minutes with the champ. So if anyone else has got a question, make sure to raise your hand. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a question for Shannon.
Perfect.
Yes, champ. What's up,
cool. Champ? Yeah, man. So you mentioned Jake and Logan Paul before, and I'm just wondering, like, what's your relationship like with them, and maybe, you know, can they come into the game as well, maybe? Because I'm sure a lot of people would either like to fight as them or fight against them. So yeah, tell us a bit about Jake and Logan Paul.
Oh, I can't speak for those guys, but you know, I can speak for myself and say I'm really excited. Those guys are doing really good. As you can see in boxing, they made a lot of money. So who knows what's next for those guys? But I'm excited, man. I just want to make sure my character is flawless, man. That he's on point. So we don't have no discrepancies with the developer. You hear me, champ?
Got it.
He'll be a power puncher, but with absolutely all other buffs as well.
That's right.
Thanks for that. Appreciate that.
Let's go, champ.
Fantastic. Anyone else out there got a question for the champ?
Let's say you was fighting instead of Rampage Jackson, Bob Sapp. How would you go about it?
Oh man, what do you mean? How I gotta take it to Big Bob? That's my boy, but that'd be a big fight too, huh?
Yeah, that would be.
But that's my boy, though, to be honest with you. But that'd be a big fight. What y'all think about that fight? Me and Shannon Briggs and Bob Sapp.
Ooh, that gets my juices flowing.
Oh, we might have to make that fight.
I think it will be the thing.
What y'all think about that fight?
I think you'd break Japan.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I think you break Japan if you do that fight.
Yeah.
You won't break the internet. You'll break Japan.
Yeah, we're gonna have.
Well, let's not forget. And Champ, I'm not sure if you know or not, but Bob is actually a part of our project as well. So, and very soon. So we're very excited for that. So, mate, you two will be fighting no matter what.
That's right. That's right. On the game, if anything, right?
Exactly.
That's it. Fighting in the game against each other. I think we'll have to get that. And that's the question. Who wins that fight? You two playing Fight Legends as yourselves against each other. Who wins?
Oh, man.
You play video games, Shannon?
Yeah, of course, man. I've been playing video games since I was a child.
Mate.
Since they were created, since they were created, I was in the 70s, 80s, baby. You know, playing with it.
Well, what did you start originally playing on, Champ?
I originally started on Atari, Sorry, 5400, 2400, 2600, and then we had
2600.
Yeah. Then I had a Commodore computer. I had a Radio Shack.
Commodore 64.
Commodore 64.
Yeah,
champ.
baby.
That's right. I had a Radio Shack computer as well. That might have been my Radio Shack computer. And then I had Intellivision as well. Intellivision, remember Intellivision?
Yeah.
Yep. And then
what about a 128D?
A what?
A 128D. Did you have a 128D?
I'm not familiar with the 128D. No.
Sounds like
a hybrid Commodore 64 machine.
Yeah, I had the Commodore 64. I had a Commodore 64. I said that. Yeah, I had a Commodore 64.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I had a Commodore 64, but I don't know what you called it. But yeah, I had a Commodore 64. I had everything, champ. My mom took care of me well, and then unfortunately, we lost everything. But as a kid, I was fortunate to have a lot of video games.
What's your favorite? Give me some of your all-time favorite. What about on the Atari? We'll start with on the Atari.
Man, everything, huh? Everything on the Atari game system I played. I mean, you played it until something new came out, and then even like to the day, right now I have an arcade system in my house. I have a game that has every game in it. It has endless games. I play Miss Pac-Man all the time. I love Miss Pac-Man. That's my favorite, to be honest with you. Growing up, I used to play Donkey Kong Jr. a lot, but it wasn't the best. Zaxxon, of course. I played Zaxxon. I played all the games, man. I was a Defender was my favorite game. I will be honest with you. Defender was my favorite game. Looking back in retrospect.
Is that Defender as in Defender of the Crown?
No, Defender. It was like a space game.
Ah, right.
Yeah, space game called Defender. That was my favorite game. Oh, I love that game. I spent a lot of money on that game. I used to sell.
well, these days you could play it and make money, mate.
Yeah, man. I used to sell newspapers just so I could get money to pay the game.
Yeah, but if you play Defender, I could beat you hyperspace.
Oh, you know about the hyperspace? That's right. The hyperspace was that was it, brother. Yeah.
Hey, let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ. What's up, brother?
Hey, man. I want to say, man, I was a huge Klitschko fan, from start to finish, but you'd have beat him.
Oh man.
You would have beaten Vlad. I remember all that call out and everything, and I remember, man, you'd have got him.
Thank you, champ. I would have. He knew it too. That's why he stayed away from me.
Yep.
Yeah. He knew it.
Hey, is there any chance in this game that we'll see some of those matchups that should have happened but didn't happen?
Ooh, that's a great idea. That's right. Great idea, champ.
That is a very cool idea. That is a very cool idea. Look, if we can get Klitschko in the game, it's on.
Yeah.
But look, there's always an opportunity to make a fantasy Klitschko, isn't there?
Yeah, always.
Sounds like the Legend Hunter's going to be a busy boy.
You are going to be a very busy boy.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Do we have any more questions for the champ before we're going to let him go?
It looks like we got one from Meta Guardians. Go ahead, and then Anton.
Yeah, how's it going? I think it's super awesome that Fight Legends and you, Shannon, are teaming up together. Just a whole bunch of superstars getting on a team. I just had a question. Who do you think, in your opinion, was one of your most difficult opponents in the ring? I mean, I know you knocked out damn near everyone you've gone up against, though.
Oh man, sheesh, that's a good question. I had a lot of fights, champ, but I was fortunate to, not really have any fights where I really got beat up. Fighting France Botha, to be honest with you, that was probably one of my toughest fights. He was a tough South African former champion. He was a tough guy. He was so tough, and that South African boy, he hit hard. He hit so hard, man. I'll never forget. But of course, George Foreman hit hard, and Lennox Lewis hit hard, and Vitaly Klitschko hit hard, and Ray Mercer hit hard. So I fought some good punches, man. I'm lucky that I can even talk to y'all.
Yeah.
For real. But yeah, man, I want to.
Awesome. Thanks, Meta.
Man, Francois Botha, he was a
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, hard to hear you, Will.
He was difficult for literally everyone that fought him. He's one of those guys that, you know, like he wasn't in the limelight. Like, he, like, you know,
Oh, you're covering your mic up.
oh, shit. He wasn't in the limelight for a long period, right? Like, he wasn't in that top spot for a long time. But, man, he was hard for literally everyone that fought him.
That's a fact. Everybody, I was talking.
Well, I'm pretty.
I was talking to Holyfield, Evander Holyfield one day. We was in the gym talking, and somebody said, "Who hit you the hardest?" I even stutter when I talk about it. Somebody said, "Who hit you the hardest?" And Holyfield said, he said Francois Botha. I said, I couldn't believe it. I said, what? He said Francois Botha. I said, yo, me too. He's one of the hardest punches I ever fought. I said he hit me so hard I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it when he hit me so hard. You know, he broke my ribs with one punch. I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
I got a funny feeling that Mike Tyson even says that Francois hit him the hardest too.
Yeah, he hit hard.
I think I've heard that many times before.
Yeah, he hit hard. That way, he's a puncher, man. He hit really hard. I'm telling you. Everybody who ever fought him can tell you that.
He's only about 5'10" too, wasn't he?
He hit hard though. I'm telling you.
I think we got Anton up next.
Awesome. Shannon, you're a rock star, man. I was just wondering, like, what is your game day ritual, your fight day ritual? Can you talk us through a bit about what it's like the morning you wake up and you're about to step in the ring?
Well, I'm sorry about that. You know, it's game time. It's usually like, you know, you worked hard. You really worked hard to get where you're at now. So it's like, this is what you trained for. You got nervous, but not as nervous as you was a couple days before. Because, you know, honestly, like, the night before a fight, you really get any sleep. You know what I'm saying? You really get any good sleep. So excited, your adrenaline is starting to flow, but you're a little bit more ready, and you're happy that it's fight day because the anxiety, the buildup is just like, damn, it weighs you down. So now, finally, fight day, you just get a little bit of rest if you can, and then you get ready, go into the fight, man. You get to the fight, you arrive, go to the dressing room, you get dressed, and now it's just a waiting game. You know what I'm saying? It's just a waiting game. So then they call you out. They tell you it's your time up, and then you get up, you walk out there in front of that crowd, and it's time to work, champ. It's time to work. You know what I mean?
Yep. Man, I'm right there with you, man. That sounds amazing.
Let's go, champ.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for all the questions, guys.
Thank you, guys, man. I appreciate being on.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Well, guys, I'll tell you what, we'll wrap it up here. Shannon, absolute pleasure to have you on, brother. Thanks so much, not only for coming on, but also joining the team as well. So we'll no doubt be hearing from you more regularly, especially when your character gets revealed and all those sorts of things. So, brother, thank you so much. To everyone that come on and listen, thank you so much. Shannon, I'll leave the final words to you, brother.
I just want to say thank you, guys, for making me part of the team. I look forward to working with you guys and this being the best thing out there, man. I'm looking forward to it. Let's go, champ. Shout out to everybody out there that's supporting the Fight Legends.
Fantastic. All right. Thanks so much, guys.
We'll see you next time.
Matt and Sean for hosting that. Thank you, Shannon, for coming. That was awesome. And yeah, I was really looking forward to the next few months as we start revealing your character, working with you to promote the game and promote combat sports and promote the social good we're doing and really just bring this thing to life. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. Thank you very much, everyone.
All right. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.